Alright, Shalom. Before I get started, I want to start by saying Call Halam like Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Double honors to my apostle, elder, the great millstone that taught me this truth and that rule well. And peace and salutations to you brothers and sisters out there that's watching these videos and learning and growing in the spirit of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua. Salutation to you. This is Brother Amaron from the GMS Astrology Camp coming back with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. And I'm pretty sure, as most of you have been aware of the situation that's happened yesterday, as far as this shooting up at this kosher spot in New Jersey, and they're leaking the shooter to the Israelites, man. But Esau is putting that black Hebrew Israelites in the headline, which is pretty much trying to run his smear campaign to try to demonize the truth, man. Because first and foremost, before I even get into this, we are not black Hebrew Israelites, man. We are the Hebrew Israelites that the Bible speaks of, man. All right, Esau is using the black Hebrew Israelite thing as a code name for his covert, operations that he's running to help, it's going to help demonize and gather and start to gather up the men of the Lord. Excuse me. To pretty much stop this truth from coming out, man. All right, so this is a form of what he's doing by, demonizing the truth, man, because this is the second time that, the Israelites have made mainstream media, but it's in a negative light once again, which is not surprising because this is one of the things that the apostles always stressed to us when we first woke up, was that Esau was going to come with that demonization, man. All right, because this truth is getting out there so much where Esau can no longer hide it. So the next thing he can do is to demonize it and, link us with so-called terrorism, which is bullshit. All right, but just going into it, because he said all you gotta do is just type in Hebrew Israelite, man. You're gonna see all this propaganda that he has listed, man. Because you have the Jersey shooting, and then of course he has the thing with that happened a couple months ago up in D.C. The Covington event when the Israelites were up there, and they had that whole incident with that Native American dude and the Edomite children or whatever, man. So I go to show you that Esau is beginning to run that smear campaign to get the masses of the people to look at the Israelites in a bad light, man. All right, and like I said, this is all over your CNN, your Fox News, and all these different news outlets, man. But just to go into it, this is off of CNN. It says a man suspected of killing a police officer and 3 people at a kosher market in Jersey City, New Jersey, was linked with Wednesday to the Black Hebrew Israelite movement, which has published anti-Semitic posts online. A law enforcement officer said, which Esau always used these tacky resources pretty much to try to demonize the truth. But like I said, the apostles and elders have warned us about these tactics from the very beginning. That's why the scripture says what? That's that. This is 2 Corinthians 2:11, and it reads, it says, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. And we're not ignorant of the devices that Esau is about to run with, man, because we understand that he's gonna bring this demonization, because it's part of the persecution that we're gonna have to face, man, because Yahweh Shah himself went through the persecution when he walked the earth, 2,000 years ago, man, up until the point where he was crucified on the cross, man. But he said that that we were going to be persecuted because we were following the right footsteps, man. The scripture tell you, roughly paraphrasing that, the master, suffered it, so we're gonna have to suffer it, man. So we're not ignorant of Satan's devices. We understand that Esau is so hurt that he's gonna have to start doing things like this to try to demonize the truth, man. But I'm gonna continue reading. It says, David N. Anderson, appeared to have a connection to the movement, although the extent of his involvement remains unclear. The law enforcement official told the New York Times Anderson and another alleged assailant had a pipe bomb in a stolen vehicle and were killed in the attack, authorities said. Best known for their confrontational brand of street preaching in urban areas, the Black Hebrew Israelite movement has a complex history in the United States with sects and branches splitting over theological and leadership duties. Disputes what unites Black Israelites, scholars say, is the belief that blacks are the true descendants of biblical Jews. Some sects within the movement are called modern Judaism, an impostor religion claiming the mantle of the religion for themselves, right? Because the main thing that we teach, or that so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are the true Israelites, and is proven fact, man. All right, not only, which is most importantly proven within the scriptures, man, but you can see the from the way that the world treats so-called Negroes, Latino, Native Americans, that we have to be the chosen people, and history and artifacts and whatever else that we always bring out go to show you that, man. But Esau's not going, he's not going to let that come out on the forefront, though, man. So that's why he has these propagandas, set up to pretty much demonize what we're bringing up, man. Because we understand that, hey, this persecution is gonna come because what we're doing by bringing the truth out is we're destroying Esau's his kingdom, man. By the ways of exposing his lies, man. Okay, so that's why he knows that his time is running out, so he's gonna do everything in his power to try to fight this, man. This is Revelation 12:12. It says, "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come unto you, having great wrath, because he know that he have but a short time." Right? Because this is the beginning of Esau's of his wrath that he's about to bring down, man. Because he's going to get to the point where, all right, he's about to put Israel on the forefront of the news with all with the full-fledged demonization, man. All right, because he already has different news events, man. He has that movie, I believe it's called Saint Paul, which was supposed to be named Asher at first, which is pretty much is putting the Hebrew Israelites in a terrorist light, man. All right, you got he's going to pretty much come with eventually, having the martial law troops come through and start gathering up brothers, in the middle of the night in their homes, man, putting them in concentration camps, man. Ultimately to put them to death, man. So we understand that all these things are coming to pass because it's prophesied in the scriptures, man. And our apostles and elders from the beginning have been teaching these things and preparing us, for the thing that's about to happen, man. But like I said, the thing that we understand most is that all this is necessary to happen, man, because it's prophecy, man. And we understand that Yahweh Shem Shah is going to let this happen, man, but he's going to also protect us, so that Esau is not going to be able to destroy us, man. All right? That's why the Lord told us to do what? This is Ephesians 6:11. It says, "Put on the whole armor of Yahweh Shem Shah, that you may be able to stand against the walls of the devil, man." All right? And the whole armor of Yahweh Shem Shah, jumping down, verse 14 says, "That stand therefore having your loins girded about with truth, and having on the breastplate of righteousness, having your feet shod with preparation of the gospel of peace, above all taking the shield of faith, wherewith you shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked, and take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of Yahweh Shem Shah." Which that right there is the key point to let everybody know that, hey, we're not associating ourselves with these events that's taking place, man. Because we understand that, hey, we are spiritual, people, man. All right, we're not putting up guns and all these different things, man. Because that's what Esau's trying to make it look like. That's why you got these other Israelites, which could be agents or whatever, man. Coming with these pictures of the guns and whatnot, man. And Esau's going to use that to his advantage, man, because when the family of the word is here, man, and Esau is taking brothers, off the internet, I can almost guarantee you that those videos of them other dudes doing those stupid things like that are going to be still up on there to find, man. So that can help further fuel the demonization, man. But we understand the sword of the spirit is the Bible, man. We're not putting up carnal means, man, because that's Esau's blessing. The gun, and all that, that's Esau's lesson, man. So we not doing all that, man. Because like I said, we're a carnal people, man. All right, and so our fight against Esau and his wickedness is what? Second Corinthians 10:4. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through Yahweh Shem Shah to the pulling down of strongholds, man. Casting down imaginations to every high thing that exalted itself against the knowledge of Yahweh Shem Shai, and bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of Yahweh Shai. Right, because the way that we fight is by just by teaching the word, man. And this is why all these things are happening, man, because we're out here teaching the absolute truth of Yahweh Shem Shai, man, and exposing all the lies that Esau is trying to pull, amongst the whole world, man. But as the truth begins, not begins, but as the truth, continues to grow, Esau's going to come harder and harder against it, man. Because we understand that, and this is a fight that, we're facing, and it's beyond what this carnality that he's trying to pull, man. All right, because jumping back, Ephesians 6:12, it says, "For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world, and against spiritual wickedness in high places." Cause we're telling the people that these elites, the ones that run the world, these peons calling themselves, pretty much the rulers of the world, man. All right, they're coming with the full power of Satan, man. So they're gonna do everything in their power to try to, destroy the men of the Lord, man. Because Esau has all these different things prepared. That's why he's governing YouTube, man. That's why he has this technology, such as the deep fake, which can pretty much manipulate, videos and whatnot, having brothers, you know, he pretty much having brothers saying one thing, you know, but then he'll have it manipulated to what they're saying, whatever he wants them to say, man. When the video obviously wasn't like that, man. Or you have the Project Bluebeam, where you have the holographic images doing whatever they're gonna do, man. So we understand that Esau is bringing everything out, man. So we have to prepare. We have to prepare for that. That's why the Lord told us to put on the whole armor of Yahweh Shemel Shah, man. All right. But in the end, we have to be circumspect of these things, man, because we understand that Esau, he's coming. This is the beginning, man. All right. 1 Peter 5:8. Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking who seeking who he may devour, man. All right, because as Apostle Gabar, spoke about in his response to this topic. All right, this situation, this demonization, is going to begin to weed out the ones that are really serious about this word, man. All right, so as Esau continues his propaganda and slander or whatever, you're gonna see more and more dudes disassociate themselves with the truth, man, because they don't want to face that demonization, man. All right, but in the end, whether you want to be in it or not, man, hey, you knowing you an Israelite, man, you're still gonna be targeted. Really, you being an Israelite, you're still gonna be targeted, whether you know you're Israelite or you don't, man, because in the end, Esau wants to destroy us altogether, to get us off the planet. All right. So whether you was in the truth or not, man, you still are target numero uno, man. All right, because there's different legislations, Agenda 21, Project Megiddo, uh, Rex 84, whatever these different things they have, man, in place. It's for the total annihilation of us as a people. All right. Anyways, so we understand that all these things are coming. So we have to be sober, and pretty much be circumspect, man. All right, and fight, yeah, and fight Esau the correct way, which is in the spirit, man. All right, because hey, he's gonna lay hands on us either way, man. But it's only through Yahweh Shemal Shah we're gonna be able to withstand, the hell that he's about to bring upon us, man. All right, because in the end, the Lord's gonna magnify us, man. All right, because these people don't know what they're doing, man. All right, you speaking ill on the truth, man. Calling us terrorists and whatever, man. All right, that's gonna be to your own detriment because in the end, these people don't understand the real message that we're trying to bring them, and they're gonna be caught up in Esau's lies, man, thinking that the things that we're saying are actually bad, man. But we're prophesying against America because we understand that hey, this wickedness has to come to an end in order for the world to get back to that righteous state that it was created to be in, man. All right. So just to reiterate the point, Ephesians 5:15. See then that you walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time because the days are evil, man. And so you should be watching the thing that you're doing, man. All right, you putting videos of you going to the gun range and posting pictures talking about uh, I forget what the picture said. Hold on, let me look it up real quick. Uh, it says sell your garment and get a sword and posting pictures with guns and clips and all that dumb stuff, man. All right, you pretty much painting a target on your back, man. Also, too, is if people are doing that, man, you need to stop doing. Is walking around with your fridges on out in the open when you're not on the highways and byways, because doing that, you're making yourself a target, man. All right. So you gotta be circumspect and not be not be a fool and use wisdom because we understand that hey this demonization is happening as we speak, man. All right, Esau has all the regulations in place and he's ready to go, man. Okay, verse 17. Wherefore be you not unwise, but understanding what the will of the Lord is, which the will of the Lord is that we're supposed to patiently wait for his return, man. And during that waiting period that we have, man, hey, we're supposed to endure whatever Esau brings upon us, man. All right, because we understand brothers are gonna be thrown in jail. Brothers are gonna be snatched up. Brothers are gonna be, tempted by death or whatever the case may be. Right? But Esau's he's gonna do his duty, man. So we have to do our due diligence in the spirit and continue to serve Yahweh Shema Shad so that we can have his protection in that day when that comes, man. All right. It says, "Be not drunk with wine, wherein is excess, but be filled with the Spirit." Yeah, we're not supposed to be, you know, be doing all this other stuff, man. Like Yahweh Shemal Shah gave us the direct playbook on how to operate in this time that we're coming into, man. So, no, all those Plan Bs and whatever else that these dudes are running with, man. All right, we can't do that because we understand that us operating in the spirit was going to get us delivered in that day, man. All right, not taking matters into your own hands and you know trying to go to war with Esau using his blessing, man. Because that's not how the Lord gave us the blueprint how to fight, man. Because in the end, all right, we're not Salaki. We're not gonna win that way, man. All right, we have to go about how the Lord told us to go about it, man. All right, because we understand that this is not Yahweh Shemel Shai's kingdom, so we're not gonna fight Esau using his own weapon, man. All right, this is John 18:36. It says, Yahweh shall answer, my kingdom is not of this world. If my kingdom were of this world, then would my servants fight, that I should not be delivered to the Jews, but now is my kingdom not from here. So the main point that Yahweh said this is not his kingdom, because if it were, then his servants would fight. So we're not supposed to be going up and trying to take the fight to Esau, man. All right, because the Lord, he told us to wait on him, man. All right, because he said what? Revelation, or it's like Romans 12:19. It says, Dearly beloved, avenge not yourself, but rather give place unto wrath, for it is written, Vengeance is mine, and I will repay, saith the Lord. So the Lord is the one that's going to bring the vengeance, for all the wrongdoings and suffering that we face as a nation, man. But until then, we have to patiently endure, man. Scripture tell you to endure hardness as a good soldier for the Lord, man. All right. So we got to continue to do this the correct way, man. All right. Because these dudes out here that's going off of their own whim, man. All right, they're not doing nothing but helping further Esau's agenda to demonize us, man. All right. Now, ultimately, most of these dudes are set up to do that in the first place, man. All right. So we're not taken by surprise, man. Like I said right earlier, we're not ignorant of Satan's devices, man, because we understand he's gonna bring in agents, man. All right. We understand that he's gonna put out everything that I spoke about earlier, man. So nothing should be a surprise to you, man. All right, when he starts putting us on the mainstream news with our faces on different videos, you know, family gonna start coming against you, man. All right, you might lose your job, man. You're gonna be alienated from the world, but in the end, Yahweh Shema Shah said what, man? All right, Matthew 10:22. And ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake, but he that endureth to the end shall be saved. Why? We're gonna be hated by the whole world, man, because we're not of this world, man. All right, because the scripture said what? If we were of this world, then the world would love us, man. But because we come in the spirit of Yahweh Shemel Shai, it said what? It's not us that these people hate, but him, man. All right, so because we're in Yahweh Shemel Shai's spirit, all right, the people are in a wicked spirit. They're gonna come against us, man. All right, and uh, and the majority of these people are gonna go off of the things that Esau is saying on the news, man. All right, so you seeing these different posts about how the so-called Black Hebrew Israelites are a terrorist group, man. Okay, that's gonna continue to be the you know the front line, man. All right, but in the end, we understand that hey, this is Esau's propaganda, and this is gonna happen, man. See, a suspect in the deadly attack when a kosher market in Jersey City was connected to the Black Hebrew Israelites, which has been labeled a hate group, man. All right, so Esau is pulling out everything that he can to stop this truth, man. And that main weapon he's using is demonization, man, slander. All right, but that's necessary